Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Dre. So we're gonna stay on theme from last week, and we're gonna talk about myths, job report, unemployment, and wages. So we're gonna take a look at the job report, and we're going to see how the facts stack up against the talking points. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, the Joe Biden job report is out, and we noticed 194,000 new payrolls added, and the labor force, the percentage of people in America that can actually work, that actually shrank by 183,000. So I bet a lot of people right now are a little upset at their expectations. I have a feeling a lot of people we're not expecting a shrink, and we're rather expecting growth. You know, right? Like all those lazy freeloaders, we got them off their unemployment benefits. They should be returning to work soon, right? They're not getting those juicy stay-at-home benefits anymore. Granted, those benefits were put in place because of our public health issue, and those benefits ended on Labor Day, which I'd say is ironic, but it was deliberate. So, rather than promoting growth, we now have the lowest numbers since the beginning of the year. You see a lot of people on TV will call their fellow workers lazy. They'll call them freeloaders or leeches or parasites or whatever. Maybe it's not that, right? Maybe it's not that they're lazy. Maybe it's a mix of the public health issue, and maybe people aren't willing to risk it on the job site because wages are too low, right? Wages are too low. I mean, if you ask me, I think people want to work. I just don't think they're willing to do it for $8 an hour. I think people are sick of living in the wealthiest nation on the history of Earth at a poverty level. The next time you hear about a shop that has to close early or a couple of days a week because they don't have workers, let's reconsider sympathizing for that business and take a look at what they're paying, right? There ain't one of those shops or businesses that's paying a living wage. A wage that covers your expenses, your home and travel, and then some saving, right? No one is turning that job down. What they do turn down is $7.25 an hour, and honestly, good on them. So sticking on the theme of labor I've been trying to get across, we gotta understand, labor is an economic driver, and it follows the law of supply and demand. Demand for workers is high, and supply is low. You have to pay more. It's that simple. So all the talking points and all the talking heads on television telling you that these benefits need to be cut, we need to starve them like dogs. Thank you, Laura Ingraham. Real mask off moment for anyone who wasn't paying attention. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, God bless. All those people calling your fellow workers lazy and freeloaders and whatever bullshit they could come up with, well, none of that's true. All those people who pushing cuts and demonizing innocents, all to hurt the great workers of this country. And to what benefit? Clearly none. Our job report numbers are worse than ever. It's not the fault of the worker that companies want to double down on the exploitation of surplus labor value. There will be a video coming up about that. Firms want more for them and less for the worker. That's how it is. Here's a little advice before I go. If you own a business or have a friend that does, and you can't find workers, bump the pay. I promise you'll find some new labor real quick. Anyway, take care, y'all. Till next time.